Hi guys! So, okay, I know we're really close. I don't know how the camera's looking right now. Woo! But this is Vanessa, and she is my very good friend from school, and we're actually going to college together. We're graduating in, I don't know, a couple weeks. And then we are out of her. So, I am going to be using her for a lot of my tutorials, so be expecting more of her. And today we're doing kind of a summery sort of look. I guess everyone's like looking into all the big colorful like ness that's going on. So I was actually, if you guys, I'm gonna flip you around for a second. This is the stand that we're using, my big stack of game boxes, and I pulled out my halo. And let me set you guys down correctly. So, I kind of looked at that, and I know it's really dorky, but if you look at it, it's kind of like greenish and blue and whatnot, and I thought that'd be really pretty, so we're going to translate that into a pretty, not alien-slaughtering makeup look today. So, hope you guys enjoy. Alright, so we've already applied, I'm this way, by the way. We've already applied foundation, concealer, the whole shebang, just to save some time. So you can use whatever eye primer you want. I'm using this one by Mica. That's stuff they always sell at the mall. But you can use Urban Decay Primer Potion or whatever you feel most comfortable using. So I'm just going to take that and shellac it on all over Vanessa's eye. And you want to cover from your lash line all the way up to your brow bone, so your color stays all day and your eyeshadow doesn't crease or do weird things. So that's what it's going to look like. And then I'm going to take a green base. This is Raddish NYX Double Eye Eyeshadow Pencil, and I'll put everything in the sidebars just in case you guys miss anything. So I'm going to take that and basically color over this base all over her lid. And it's a nice like minty kind of green shade, and it's going to serve as a really good base for the colors to stick to and also give them a little bit more intensity. So I'm going to pat that in and make sure there aren't any weird lumps or bumps. And then the first thing I'm going to do, where'd you go, is to grab my L'Oreal HIP palette that I made. If you guys want a video on this, just let me know and I'll give you the info, but I'm going to take that green right there and just a regular eyeshadow brush, like, oops, sorry, like that. Just smack Vanessa in the nose.
It's all good.
I'm going to apply this to the inner third of her eyelid, and it's, I don't know why, but I find that always, like, lime green kind of eyeshadows never really pop the way that I want them to, so you're really going to have to, like, pack this one on and build the color up. And it's not because of the brand. Like, even I've played with, you know, like MAC Bitter and all that stuff, and it just, I don't know, none of it really comes out the way that I like. So looking for an alternative. Anyway, sweep that in, and then I'm gonna take some of that blue, right there, that I've got next to it, and I'm actually gonna mix it with this sky blue color out of the 88 palette from Coastal Scents. I'm gonna mix it with that one right there, just to get kind of a medium blue color. So dab some L'Oreal, get some of the Coastal Scents, and then I'm going to apply that right to the middle of the eye. And blend the green over into the blue. And make sure you really just press the eyeshadow on first to get your color placed where you want it to. And then you can go back in and do all the blending that you need later. So I'm going to pull that over. That's good. And then I'm going to take a round crease brush, like that. Sorry, that's all the swatches on my hand. And I'm taking NYX Single Eyeshadow in Mermaid Green, which is a pretty decent dupe for MAC's Humid, so obviously if you have the MAC, then you can use that. But if you're cheap like me, then you can go ahead and use this. And you just want to place that right on the outer corner. Kind of blend it in to give the look a little bit more dimension, and also sweep it just slightly into the crease. You don't want to smoke this out too much because of all the color that's going on already. You don't want it to look overly done. So just kind of sweep that Robin's Egg blue color over into the dark green and blend it out. And I know it looks a little scary, but we're going to blend it out with a highlight color. So I'm going to take a big chubby brush, like a MAC 227 kind of style, And I'm going to go back to my L'Oreal HIP Palette and take that color right there. It's just like a off-white kind of nude matte highlight shade. It's something really special, so you can use whichever brand makes you feel comfortable. And you want to stick that right underneath the brow bone to blend out all those other colors and give the look a little bit more lift, because it is summer, so even if you do dramatic, you still kind of want to stay in the light, or in the realm of light and fun and summery and whatnot. That's that. And then right on the inner corner, I'm going to take a really, really small eyeshadow brush like that. I don't know why it's not focusing very well. And I'm going to take a slightly shimmery gold shade like that one. It's kind of a peachy gold. I know it's showing a lot more yellow on camera than it actually is. And then I'm going to place that just right around her inner tear duct to open up her eyes. Alright, so we just threw on some mascara and filled in her brows just a bit, even though Vanessa already has really good eyebrows. So, forgot to do this while we were up close. Just open your eye. And we're going to take just a little bit of a white pencil and color in the waterline. If you think that pure white is too harsh for you, especially if you have a darker skin tone, it can come off looking kind of funny. You can use more of a flesh toned one, and that'll just open your eyes up, because we're using a lot of color and you don't want your eyes to look closed off, because that'll make you look old and tired, and we have plenty of time to do that later in life. So anywho, I'm going to reach over and grab my blush palette, and I think something pink will work really nice. So I'm just going to use this really like baby pink blush right there, and just tap a little bit onto my angled blush brush, tap off the excess, and start from the middle of the cheek and then work kind of back and then forth. You never want to take your color and stick it right on the apple of your cheek, because then you kind of look like a retarded like China doll, and you don't want to look like a China doll. They freak me out. So same on the other side, just sweep right back into the hairline and do a really light application of blush. Trust me, with blush, less is more. Believe me. And then for the lips, we're going to do my all-time favorite. I'm going to reach across and grab my lip liner, if I can find it. Here we go. So this is NYX Lip Liner in Natural. It's just a really nude natural shade, so we're going to fill, or just line Vanessa's lip, just to give the shape a little bit more definition. And I know a lot of people out there are scared of lip liner, Vanessa included. And it's really not that scary if you know what you're doing. So don't be afraid to try it, because it can be a great asset. And then we're going to fill the rest of her lip in a little bit, just on the outer corners, and leave the actual like pout center of the lip bare, and we'll give kind of more of a 3D plumping effect to your lips. So that's that. And then I'm going to grab a lipstick. No, that's too dark. Uh-oh. Here we go. So I'm using NYX Strawberry Milk, and it's a really nice pinky bubblegum, like kind of Barbie pink shade, and especially with the darker lip liner, this will work really well. So I'm going to reach over here and grab my lip brush and just kind of really load it up on there. Of course, if you're just using this for yourself, then you can just go ahead and go straight from the tube, but if you're doing it on other people, you want to keep everything sanitary. You don't want to transfer bacteria and give people cold sores, because they'll get mad at you. And then we're going to fill her lip in. And since the lipstick is such like a light pinky shade, and we use like that darker kind of lip liner shade, it'll actually balance out and give a really like nice nude lip kind of effect. And if you guys can see what I'm doing here, I'm really blending that lip liner together with the lipstick, so there's not necessarily a harsh line, but it's more of like a nice gradual fade into her lips. So just cover the perimeter. And at this point, if you feel like your lipstick kind of went a little crazy, you can actually reline your lips to emphasize the shape a little bit. But if you just smush your lips together, then we should be good to go. So I'm going to pick you guys up here. And that is the completed look. The gum that I use.